Hello, everyone, and very warm welcome to this interview with, well, none other than Dr. Bhuvna, who scored a tremendous rank of 683. Well, she is here with us live, and before we start on with this interview and know about her journey and her strategies, let's first ask her about herself. So, Dr. Bhuvna, first of all, very warm welcome and many, many congratulations for your achievement.
Thank you so much, sir.
Well, Dr. Bhuvna, I first would want you to kind of officially introduce yourself so that people know about that which college, which place you are from, and which batch you studied in MBBS.
Yes, sir. Myself, Dr. Bhuwana N, and I'm a native of Karnataka, Chitradurga district. I did my MBBS from ESIC Medical College, Gulbarga, which is in Karnataka. And my parents are businessmen, and my mom is a housewife, sir.
Okay, so no doctors in the family, and you are the one who like started this journey and like started with a bang itself.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay, so before we start with your journey, that how it all started in your first year and all, I first want to tell our viewers that guys, we are basically keeping this interview not to know the strategy of Dr. Bhuvana, because probably the every strategy is not probably fitted to everyone. Everyone is having their own ways. We just wanted to know her mindset, because with such a great number, with such a great rank, she will be having a rank somewhere between 35 to 40. So I'm sure that one wants to know about that, what her mindset was, how she approached her studies and everything. So Dr. Bhuvana, well, 683, tremendous achievement. Congratulations once again. Uh,
Thank you, sir.
I really want to start from the very first year of yours. Now, I just take your time and tell us about that. How was your first year? How you deal with those three subjects? And did you know about the PGME examination as early as in your first year? And how you go about those three subjects first? Come on.
Sir, first of all, our imagination regarding medicine is completely different, sir. Here, everyone thought that in first year, everyone will leave us for attending postings. But when I came to the medical college, then only I understood that till second year, we don't go to hospital settings only. Then in first year, it takes me to understand medial and lateral almost 6 months, sir. I did not. then then biochemistry cycles were also, sir, they are fully volatile topics, sir. Actually, I was not having any idea of PG medical entrance during my first year, sir. When I came to pre-final year, then only I got an idea of some of my seniors joining to classes and all.
Okay. Okay. So how was you in your first day? I mean, know that this initial problem is with everyone, that people find anatomy a little difficult in the beginning. The life completely changes from physics, chemistry, and biology suddenly to anatomy and physiology and biochem. But how you molded? I mean, were you able to score well in your first year? Like, did you find yourself in a comfortable position in the later half of the first year?
Sir, during first half of the year, I was very much struggling, sir. Not able to score pass marks even in internals also, sir. Then in the later half, I could understand something. Then I could score, sir. And in first year, I got a score of 77%, sir, which is a distinction, sir.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, so basically in the second half, you actually you were able to cover up the things.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That is good. That is good. So, as you said, you had no idea about the PGME examination in your first year, right? And probably not even in
Yes, sir.
second year, you started preparing in the pre-final year itself.
Yes, sir.
But before we go to the pre-final year, I wanted to know about your second year also, guys. How was your second year? And because by this time you already have scored a distinction, and like you probably started feeling okay, I could do this. So how
Yes,
your
sir.
second year went by?
Sir, that percentage in first year made me like it. It has made me to feel comfortable, sir. But in second year, it's a duration of 1.5 years, sir. So everybody feels relaxed, sir. Even I felt relaxed. So I was not able to understand basics even in the second half of second year, sir.
Oh,
Later, first of all, pharmacology is my weakest subject, sir. That's why I struggled a lot in pharmacology also, sir. Then pathology was my favorite subject, so that I could score better in that, sir.
okay.
And most of my second year was went in fest, sports, and all only, sir.
Okay, that was my actually the question which was coming up. Well, was it only about studies only, or you were involved in some other activities like sports or music or something else?
Sir, I was participating in dramas and essay writings. That's all, sir. But I was encouraging all my batchmates to participate in all those things.
Okay, because people usually have this mindset, na, ki, okay, if she's a ranker, she scored marks of like 683, so she must be just a bookworm and never came out of the library. So nothing like that, right?
No, sir. Everybody thinks like that, sir. Even we will spend time in watching series and all.
Oh, that's great. That's very good. Okay. Uh, did you? How about standard textbook? I know that in the first year, probably people don't switch to the standard textbook because by the time they realize that how to pass first year, that we only have limited time, so people go with the very basic books in first year. That's the
Yes.
usual scenario. But second year, like there are some standard textbook for the pharmac and for the pathology. Did you read any standard textbook? Or like some people are like completely to the standard textbook, some read them selectively, and some people like they really just don't want to go close to those books. So
Yes,
which
sir.
category you belong to?
Sir, actually, I read all standard textbooks only, sir. Pathology, I tried reading standard textbooks, sir. Like Robbins, I tried reading. For general path of part one, I have completed, sir. Part two, I couldn't because of my because of my lagging in other subjects. So I felt I switched to other books, sir.
Okay. Okay. And what about other subjects for the pharmac and for micro? What about those?
Sir, I read standard textbooks only, sir. For pharmac, I read KD Tripathi, sir. For
Okay.
micro, Anant Narayan, I have read, sir.
So basically, by this time, you were reading the standard textbook and you had probably not much of an idea about the PG entrance examination, or you were probably not like ready to get into dive into this. So you,
Yes,
as
sir.
you said, you started to prepare for the PG entrance in your pre-final year. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So, okay, I understand that pre-final year we have short subjects, so we have a lot of time with us. So just tell me about that, how you kind of started both things together. I mean, your pre-final year subjects also you have to take care of, and along with that, your preparation. How you went about
Yes,
it.
sir. Pre-final year, Optal and ENT are short subjects, sir, so I didn't concentrate much on them. PSM was a major subject, and along with that, I started making notes, sir. I started making notes of almost third year and fourth year subjects, sir. Then simultaneously, our final year classes also going on, like medicine surgery, and I started making notes of them also, sir.
Well, I'm sorry to interrupt you. But did you start making notes from the standard textbook itself, or you were like watching some videos or attending some classes at that time?
Yes, sir. I attended some classes, sir. I attended some classes and I had made notes, but I did not revise any of them, sir, during my third year and final year.
But did you revise those notes later? I mean, like, is it like just you, though that time probably you just made the notes and you kept with you? So did you like revise the same notes later on, or like you again went from the beginning itself?
No, sir. No, sir. I revised the same notes during my preparation phase, sir.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Okay. And obviously, final year, I'm sure you must be occupied with your final year subjects only. It's too overwhelming, the final year itself.
Yes, sir.
So did you get any time in the final year to go back to any of your any of the subject? Or in third year, I would ask you that did you get any time to switch back to the first or second year subject, or was it like
No,
only
sir.
after?
No, sir. Actually, in third year and final year, my target was on final year subjects, sir, like medicine, surgery, OBG, and pediatrics. I did not actually, even I got time, but I did not concentrate on first year and second year subjects, sir.
But what do you think? I mean, I'm just asking you, especially for the people who are in first and second year.
Yes, sir.
Had you been very good in the first and second year subject, I believe it certainly would have helped you to understand or to go through the third year and final year more comfortably, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Exactly, sir. Because when we take medicine, it's a combination of pharma, patho, and microbiology, sir.
Yes,
When
absolutely.
we take surgery, it's a combination of anatomy and radiology, sir.
Yes.
That's why first year and second year subjects are most important, sir.
Yes, because we are in the arena when we are switching toward, we are going toward the next examination. So many people having this mindset, okay, abhi to only pre-final year and final year subjects will be asked, so we should be only focusing on them only. But I always said that tell them that not because I'm a faculty of anatomy, I always tell them that the better you have a basics, you'll be able to score well even in the next examination here. So whether you take
Yes,
that
sir.
anatomy, physiology, path, pharmac seriously in your first or second year, or maybe during your preparation for the exam, but you have to go through these basic subjects for sure. So
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
you also agree to that. Okay. Acha, how about your postings? I mean, your internship, was it a very heavy internship, or is it like you had like enough time in between to study?
Sir, it's a moderate kind of thing, sir. Not too free or not too busy, sir.
So I'm sure you must be having some heavy postings like surgery and obs gynae. There
Ah,
will
sir.
be posting.
OBG.
OBG must be very heavy, of course. So, like, did you completely switch off from the study when the heavy postings were on, or is it like you kind of found out a little time during the internship for the study and you're paying major attention during the light postings? How exactly manage your
Sir,
time during that time?
yes, sir. During my night, like in OBGYN surgery, we all other heavy postings, we used to get night duty, sir. During that time, I could not read anything, sir. During light postings like ENT, Ophthal, Dermat, Radiology, I used to manage time, sir. During that time, I could read, I could see other videos, and I could make other notes also, sir.
But because you were prepared with your pre-final and final year subjects, so I guess even in your internship, you probably would be revising those subjects itself. So you basically were leaving the first and second year even later. I mean, even after the internship, you had a plan to cover them up, right?
Yes, sir. Actually, that was a mistake I have done in my first attempt of NEET, sir,
Okay.
because I was afraid of the subjects which I have not done the notes. That's
Okay.
why I was comfortable only with the subjects which I have made notes, sir. I
Okay.
was revising only them, and I did not see even first year and second year subjects. That was a big mistake I have done in my first attempt.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'll ask you a couple of questions about the grant test also, but I just right now I wanted to know, okay, when you started giving the grant test.
Sir, during my preparation phase, means starting of my preparation only, I started giving grant test, sir. Initially, I used to give one grant test 15 days once, and I
And
used
sorry,
to
you
review.
started giving it in third year, right?
No, sir, in internship, sir.
In the internship. Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir. In internship, I started giving grant test. One grant test in 15 days I used to give, and I used to review them in a span of weeks, sir. Then actually, I was not aware of how to review the grant test during my
Yeah.
initial phases, sir.
Yes.
Then I came to know how to review it. As I entered my after internship, when I started preparing seriously, I started giving grant test 10 days once. Then after August month, I started giving grant test once a week, sir. And I used to give one complete day for one grant test. In Sundays I used to give grant test
Okay.
from usually during 9 to 12:30. I used to give grant test, and I used to review that grant test whole day, sir. Then I used to take breakfast sometime in Sundays, sir.
Okay.
Then last when I approached the last 15 days of the exam, just before 15 days of the exam, I gave one grant test per day, sir.
Okay.
Almost one grant test per day from 9 to 12:30 I used to give, sir. That is a strict timings I used to maintain to give grant test, because I was knowing that that is the time for the NEET, and my brain should be aware during those days, sir, during that time.
Yeah, I do have some couple of questions regarding your grant test only. Now, first of all, I mean, you started giving them in the internship here. Now, what your suggestion is, I mean, for the people who are watching a video, that when a person ideally should start giving grant test, like, is it they should start in the internship only, or they could start it early?
So they could start it early, sir, because when they start preparing, they'll know what are their weak subjects and weak topics, so that they can cover that. And simply reading the topics which you are perfect in, it's of no use. We
Yes.
should focus on the topics which we are weak in, sir.
Yes, yes. And moreover, I feel that this subject-wise test is a very organic process, no, because you're just reading one subject and appearing for the test of that same subject only. And a grand test always is helpful, even if you're prepared with only a couple of subjects, you should go for the grand test, because
Yes, sir.
with
Yes.
reading anatomy, pathology, probably will help you mark some correct answers in surgery and medicine also. So
Yes,
that,
sir. Yes.
cumulative score you can always see growing here. So that's always a
Hmm.
good idea. I think we are out of the time when the subject wise test holds any kind of importance for me. I believe it's only grand test which matters.
Yes, sir.
Subject
Yes.
wise test is like just doing the question bank only, just like doing additional 200 questions from any question bank, nothing special in that. Okay. And as you said, you understood a little later how to review a grand test. I would want
Yes, sir.
to tell our audience that what for the people who don't know that exactly how to take a grand test and how to review it, and what exactly how
Yes,
can
sir.
you fetch the maximum fruit out of the grand test, how you went about it.
Sir, first of all, we should give grant test in a laptop, sir. When we start giving in mobiles, it's of many interruptions will be there in between, sir.
Good
We
suggestion.
should give in a laptop, and we should create our exam atmosphere in our home only, sir. Then we should manage time in between, and 3.5 hour will be the duration, but we should finish the paper within 3 hours, sir. Because of anxiety, our paper may extend up to 3.5 hours during exams. Then after one grant test, I used to take a break for half an hour, sir. Then I used to review complete grant test during one day, sir, that is Sunday. I used to in the later half of my preparation, I made one book, sir. I named it as GT Wrongs, and I used to like mark which was a question I made wrong,
Okay.
and which is the right answer for that. Just writing, sir, not writing the whole explanation,
Okay.
and reviewing that book just before giving the another grant test, sir.
Okay.
And after 15 just before 15 days, I gave one grant test daily, then giving that grant test and reviewing within 2 hours, sir. Just I was seeing only the wrong answers, which were only my wrong answers, sir. I was not focusing on my right answers, and I was focusing on my guessed answers also, sir.
Okay. Okay. Now this basically will matter more coming from you if I ask you this, that were you scoring very well in the grand test from the beginning itself, or did you see your graph like going up, being steady, or how was it? I mean, when you started your
Yes,
grand
sir.
test internship.
When I started, because during my first half, it was for 1,200 marks, sir. I used to get maximum 250 to 300 marks. That's it, sir. Then in the later half, when November INI-CET was over, my graph started plateauing, sir.
Okay.
I was getting around for 1,200. I was getting around 650 to 700. That much only, sir.
Okay.
Then when the 800 marks question, when the 800 marks question paper came, I was scoring maximum 160 correct answers, sir.
Okay.
More than that, I was not at all going. Within 600 only, my score was, sir.
Okay.
Then when I started giving grant tests daily, my graph went up, sir.
Okay. So I mean, everyone is reading the same stuff. It's about simulating yourself with the different type of questions. That's what the grand test is all about. So you
Yes, sir.
basically increase the frequency of the grand test, and you saw your graph increasing. Now, I come across two kind of people here. One who says that we are afraid of start giving the grand test because they will score very low. Well, you already clarified this. The person who scored such a wonderful rank, and she scored somewhere around 250 marks out of 1,200 initially. So that means that it's never late to start. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And secondly, I also come across people who are afraid of giving the grand test close to the examination because they think if the score will drop, then they probably will have this mindset, okay, we are not in the right phase or the preparation is not going right. So that I also want you to, if you also believe the same, want you to tell about this. Even if the score in the grand test in the last phase or anywhere in between your preparation, if it deviates a little, if sometime your
Yes,
graph
sir.
goes a little down, that doesn't mean that you are not on the right path, or it's not that sometimes the paper might be different, different platform, different type of paper. So I'm sure you must have also gone through the phase where it's
Yes,
not
sir.
always, the plateau is not always straight up only. It sometimes
Hmm.
stays stable, sometimes it comes down, and sometimes you score very well. And I guess after giving like a lot of grand tests, then you come to a consistent score where you score within the range of 15-20 marks most of the time here. So do
Yes,
you
sir.
agree
Yes, sir.
this or not?
Yes, sir, I agree this, and I my advice to people who are afraid of giving grant test during exam time is that we are giving a paper of multiple choice questions, which is of 200 questions, which is simulating grant test only, sir. Like grant tests are simulating of my original NEET paper. So we are writing that paper means we should avoid our anxiety, and we should come across that anxiety, sir. That's why I advise them to go for grant test continuously, sir. Especially during just 2 to 3 weeks before main exam, sir. We are not writing a essay of 100 pages or 200
Yeah,
pages. We are
exactly.
writing MCQ paper.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, yes. Yeah, very well explained. Just a couple of very straight questions. What is your opinion about the multiple sources? Now we have like all kind of sources available. I know that everyone is good, everyone is doing their best here. But what, according to you, should a person stick to a single source, or like they should uh, like pick and choose from different sources? Now, what your idea was?
No, sir. Stick to the one source, sir. Make one notes and stick to that notes. And if any extra points you come across during the time solving that Q bank or that, you can add something, sir. But not all the things which are available in the Q bank.
Yeah, even I believe that adding anything and everything in the question bank is also not a good idea. Probably
Yes, sir. Yes,
knowing
sir.
that what are the topics being asked in the last 4 or 5 years, what questions were being asked in the last couple of exams, and those topics I believe are the questions related to those things should be added to your notes. So not everything here.
Yes, sir. Yes,
We
sir.
have to keep that right balance between the 19 subjects. Otherwise, you'll never be able to revise the entire thing.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And what about your MCQ solving frequency? When did you start solving MCQs? Was it again during the internship only?
Yes, sir. During internship only, I started solving MCQs. During internship, my frequency was not good, sir.
You were
Like I was
focusing more on the
getting
notes that
postings.
time. Yeah.
Yes, sir. I was getting postings. I used to make notes also. After internship only, I fixed my time to solve MCQ. Almost I used to solve 60 to 100 MCQs per day, sir.
Okay.
And I
That.
used to solve the topics which I have read like 2 to 3 weeks before. I used to read those topics. Then I used to give a gap of 2 to 3 weeks. Then I was solving that MCQ, sir. Not immediately after reading that topic, because if we solve that MCQ module immediately after reading that topic, we'll get pseudo confidence, sir. I wanted to avoid that pseudo confidence.
Yes, yes, yes. And Dr. Bhumna, also you were associated with DBMCI for the test and discussion, right?
Yes, sir.
And that test and discussion was why was it like via eGurukul, or was it like a live TND?
Sir, live was also available, sir. But my timetable was different, sir.
Okay.
That's why I stick to the eGurukul app, sir.
Okay, okay. So you attended all the TNDs, or like you did selectively from those test and
No,
discussion?
sir. I attended all subjects, sir. Like I used to read a topic. I used to give a gap of minimum of 2 weeks, sir. Then I
Okay.
used to attend the test, and I used to see the solution video in 2x, sir.
Oh, okay. That is good. That is good. And any particular subjects which you really feel that made the difference in your preparation? I mean, right from your first year to final year?
Yes, sir. Especially medicine Tamim sir class, sir.
Absolutely.
And I followed the LMRP series also, sir.
Okay.
Medicine LMRP series, and Rajat sir's test and discussion series, sir. And anatomy, sir. Your classes were awesome, sir. Like that diagram making skill, no, sir. In that diagram only we were understanding everything, sir. And anatomy test and discussion, I have seen everything, sir. And I have followed LMRP of anatomy also, sir.
Okay.
Then radiology I have followed. Then ophthalmology also I have followed LMRP series. And pharmacology was my weakest subject, sir.
Yeah.
Even after reading many times, I was forgetting, sir. That's why I made a decision to follow LMRP series of Bharat sir, sir.
Okay.
In Bharat, I made a notes of that LMRP, sir, pharmac LMRP. Then I was following that only, sir. I read almost that LMRP, pharmac LMRP 10 to 15 times, sir, to make
Oh,
myself strong in pharmac.
okay. And did you attend the pathology TND as well?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I forgot. Pathology also I have attended, sir. Praveen sir's LMRP series.
Okay, okay. So that's good. Well, before we conclude this, I wanted to know ki, like if you have only a month left or 20 days left in the exam, whether it's INI CT or whether it's NEET. Now, how would you go about it? I mean, what was your mindset? How I'm sure everyone has anxiety issues to
Yes,
different
sir.
extent. We feel pressurized. We sometimes our performance goes down, so we start feeling very low. So how you maintained your, your mental sanity at that time, and also how you manage your revision in the last, I would say, 3 weeks or 4 weeks time?
Yes, sir. So first of all, we should keep our mind calm, sir. Even if GT scores are getting down, we should not feel low during our GT scores, sir, because no result is final till the final exam is over, sir.
Yes.
That's why we should keep our mind calm. That's a main important thing. I want to tell all my juniors who are preparing, because I lost 2 INI CTs because of this anxiety issue only, sir. And that's why I prepared my mind to keep it calm, and increase the frequency of giving GTs in the last 15 days. And we should make a proper timetable, and we should stick to it, sir. That's a main important thing. All short subjects, we should cover all short subjects, three short subjects in 2 days. Then long subjects, medicine and surgery, we should cover in one day. Means we should see only the important topics, only the previous year topics, only year volatile topics, not all the topics or whole notes we should not read in 20 days, sir.
Okay. And I also wanted to know ki, a day before the exam, how, just tell about how was your day, just the day before the exam, what you did, how much you sleep, everything.
Sir, I was weak in pharmacology, biochemistry, and forensic medicine, sir. So I kept those subjects 2 days before exam. And just the day before exam, I was a student of vibe session also, sir. I saw all the images, sir, because I was knowing that images are an important part, and I was forgetting all, especially anatomy images, sir. So I revised all of them, and I had made a topics which are volatile topics for me, and I had I had sticked it stick to the walls near my study table, sir. So I have revised all those study tables, and I slept almost at 11 o'clock, sir. Exactly. I was not anxious about my exam because I was knowing that in INICET I have got a rank of 8,100. So whatever rank I'll get, I am going to choose that branch. That's why I slept nicely. And during that sleep is very much important just before the exam day, sir,
It is.
which keeps your mind active. And if you increase the frequency of giving grand test, the day of exam, you also feel that it's a kind of another grand test you are just
Exactly.
giving.
Yeah. Exactly. Yes. Yes.
That if you have that feeling, no anxiety, you'll face no anxiety, sir.
Okay. Well, I believe Dr. Bhuvna, you have summarized everything very nicely. Well, 683. I mean, it's like I'm sure it's a dream come true, and I'm sure the feeling must be sinking in still. Uh,
Yes, sir.
well, thank you so much for giving us the time and guiding the audience that how you prepared about it. I'm sure they'll take a lot of inspiration from the grit and the consistency that you had. And knowing that it's like you also were like a usual student only. Like in the first year, you also flunk in subjects and
Yes,
you
sir.
started
Yes, sir.
preparing late, and in the internship only started doing questions, and still it is doable. Well, not only doable, like fetching the rank in top 50. That's a commendable achievement here. So we wish you nothing less than the best. All the very, very best for all the future ventures, and may God bless you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir. And it's a great pleasure to talking to you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.